Hi, I'm Gemma Hoddy and I'm a dancer with Boy Blue Entertainment. The first time I worked with Boy Blue was back in 2009, so a good 11 years ago. In rehearsals, I try and get the choreography into my body as quickly as possible, obviously. So I really pay attention to detail, how the choreographer, be it KENRICK or anybody else, is breaking down the move, how they go from one move to the next, really, dissecting the movement, watching them as closely as possible, seeing how they are performing it and try and replicate that as closely as I can. I also try and execute any choreography to my fullest as I'm learning it, because I do think it's easier to do that at the same time rather than just learning choreography flat and then trying to add on a performance element like expressions and facials. If you try and do that as you're learning, you get that energy and the essence of what the choreographer is trying to create. So attention to detail, execution and performance as early on as possible in the rehearsal process, because you can always strip it back. Also, I remember a really good piece of advice that Mikey gave us, like preparation is key. So the more you're practicing and preparing yourself, like leading up to the performance, by the time that moment comes, it's just fun, it's easy, you don't have to think, it's in your body, you know exactly what you're doing. There's no need to be nervous, because by then you're like, okay, I got this, it's showtime. So the beginning section, Genesis, is the creation of your identity, your style, your movement vocabulary, how you want to portray yourself. It's a big process, it's trial and error. You try things you like, you learn, you study, you grow in that style, and then you really begin to create your identity. So yeah, that's just a natural process for any dancer and performer, is finding your style. Growth and struggle is something that we all go through as humans, as people, as dancers, as artists. It's like that thing that method actors use, like emotion memory. You've all got experiences in your life that you can reflect on and grab from and use to portray like real emotion on stage. Within dance, I know there's a lot of moments where I maybe thought I was ready for an opportunity or a project or a job, and then I didn't get it. So it's just that moment of realizing, okay, this isn't for me right now. Of course it hurts, but you're gonna pursue, you're gonna persevere, you're gonna keep trying, and then that's that struggle that you eventually overcome, and that comes with growth in itself. Flow and connection, again, being in Boy Blue and a company like this, it's really about making those connections and those bonds and those friendships that are gonna take you through your career and in your life. So the support network that you get, that you create, it's a community, it's a family almost. You really see that in the piece where it starts with a duo, and then more people come and more people build, and the strength in numbers. Like if we're all on the same page, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with, and that's what that's about. It's overcoming obstacles and just growing together. And so yeah, it's just that empowerment stage. You've leveled up, you've done the graft, you've been there, and you've excelled to a state of empowerment. EOE is a minimalistic piece. It doesn't have set, it doesn't have any props. It's a blank canvas. Now the lighting was used really well in this piece, and it created different pools of energy and spaces of play on the stage at Sadler's Wells. So for example, in Growth and Struggle, when there's an eerie, almost eerie corridor of light where us as the ensemble, we're entering, and Theo's the soloist on the stage, and he's got all this, could be perceived as negative energy coming towards him. And that eerie use of light really allowed us to embody that persona. It was like we're moving slow motion, and that smoke and the lighting really allowed us to have that like eerie persona. And then in the next breath, we're in a light blue pool of light upstage. We're behind him. It's almost like giving the illusion that we're in his head. We're part of him now. So that's a clever use of lighting. It can take you as a performer and as an audience member to different stages of what's going on stage. Also the part in Genesis where the principal dancers are disappearing in and out of spotlights. I love that section because it gives this, are they there, are they not there? Like, how did they do that? It just takes you, it's not normal, it's very abnormal, it's really well done, it's really clever. It's almost like these little superheroes being plopped in and off stage. Like it's amazing, like what you can do with lighting and nothing else is pretty incredible. The staging as well, yeah, that's incorporated in that. And I remember another use of staging was during empowerment when we did a full lap of the stage. It felt like in 4/8 when we're doing the Chariots of Fire combination. Yeah, we legged it around the whole stage, and that really pumps you up because you're doing rigorous moves at a really fast pace. Getting to your next position, it's like a power-up lap, and then you all come together in a static position for the next like game over doubles, and by then your energy is just going up and up and up through the roof. So yeah, it's really clever use of staging, lighting. Costume I loved because we're very neutral. We're all in the same blue t-shirts, same jeans, same trainers. There's no gender, there's no age, there's no frills. It just allows the movement to really speak for itself. It's strong, it's blue, it's our color, so it's us. You know, there's, unless you're like right up, obviously you can tell if we're a guy or a girl, but it's not about that. It's just about the movement quality, what we're saying as movement artists. Yeah, that's the only vocabulary we have. And that's all that's needed. Like I said, it allows the movement to really be showcased and nothing else. Last one. What is it like dancing with Boy Blue and working with Ken and Mikey? It's pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even being biased. Like, I believe Ken and Mikey are the best at what they do. So if you hear them talk, I've never heard artists talk with so much passion for what they do, so much knowledge, so much motivation and care for everything they do. And I've learned so much from the pair of them. Like, it is really tough. It's not easy by any means, but you can't be in a company like this, like Boy Blue, and take. You have to bring something to the table. So as much as we're expected to put in, the rewards we reap are incredible. Like, I've learned so much from Boy Blue and KENRICK and Mikey. Like, I'll forever be in debt to them.